Do you crave exciting sports takes and news? Fed up with the same old boring voices you hear on the radio? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you just might be a T-Bloomaholic. Lucky for you, it's time for another episode of the T-Bloom Talk Show, the #1 sports podcast in the world. Settle in, my T-Bloomanites, because another episode starts right now. Live from T-Bloom headquarters, here's your host, T-Bloom.
Wow. What do we have here? Another week, another fucking day where Sir Charles has his Niner gear on. You ever watch?
We're undefeated, baby. Until we lose, I'm wearing this after every week. This is the undefeated jacket right now. You know what I'm saying? You need to rock with it. Yep. You can't break it. It's superstitions, bro. Everyone's got their weird sports superstition. Hey, if it's working, I'm not gonna fuck with it. I'm just gonna keep doing it, man.
Maybe I'm a little jealous, man. Maybe that's it. Okay, I
need a sweet jacket. You know, that's what you need.
It's a nice jacket, yes, but are you ever gonna wash it?
I mean, I've worn it outside for like an hour so far, so I don't know. At some point I'll have to, but I'm guessing this is gonna be like dry cleaning. I don't really know what to do about that.
Well, I mean, looking at your guys' schedule coming up, I don't see any time soon you guys are gonna be getting any losses.
So I think the same. I noticed that myself. So I'll have to schedule that. Maybe I don't know when their bye week is, which is a shame. I should know that. But that'll have to be a wash week, you know what I'm saying?
Wash week, yeah. There you go.
Yep,
All right, T-Bloom Talk Show, T-Bloomanites. We are back with another episode. I'm your host, T-Bloom. That's your co-host,
Sir Charles the 8th.
And we are going over all of week 3, what we saw in the NFL scores, stats, predictions, what we think about it all. And yeah, so let's get right into it. Overall, how did you feel about week 3? Is it kind of how you thought it would go? Was it an exciting week?
This was the first week where I think a lot of things kind of just caught me off guard, and I don't think I'm the only one. There were a couple big upsets this week. I mean, there'd been some, but I mean, there were some really big upsets this week.
Yeah.
And bye weeks are starting up here soon, so things are gonna get. I don't know. I like it. I like the start of the season. You start seeing some rest. You start seeing some different schedule stuff going on. I don't know. It's things start getting a little more strategic going into this part of the year, I think. So you see how coaching comes more into play, organizational stability. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yes. And headed into week 4, after week 4 is kind of when I'm like, all right, now it's time to start looking at the stats, and they have some merit to them.
There's a sample size now. We can actually start looking at stuff, and it's not just one game had a good game. It's all right. This guy's put together a good month. Maybe there's something here,
Right.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. This is when I really, really start digging your teeth in at this point. Got some more stuff to look at.
Absolutely. Well, let's not jump too far ahead. Let's kick it back to week 3. Let's kind of review for the T-Bloom Nation out there, kind of what went down. You know how we do it. We go game by game. Yep. We break it down for you. Let's start off with the Titans versus the Cleveland Browns. And this one, Cleveland, in a week that they needed to absolutely put it together and hold strong for the sake of their season and for the sake of their fans, they did that.
They absolutely did that. God, the Titans' offensive line is so bad. It's hard to watch. I mean, they've been bad in the past, but this is like a different level of bad. The Browns' pass rush, of course, is what you'd expect if you look at their defensive line. Everything on paper, it's looking like the results they're getting. So they're gonna miss Nick Chubb, but I was happy to see him go out and get a win. The Titans, though, Derrick Henry, 11 carries, 20 yards. Whoa, that's not good. Whoa, what the fuck is going on there? That's concerning. I do have him in a league, so that's concerning. I have his backup though too, so whatever. Bench his ass, throw Tajee in there. But this caught me off guard. I picked the Titans, I think, honestly. So I didn't expect this score for sure.
Yeah, I definitely didn't expect this score at all. I thought it'd be a close one. I did end up picking the Browns because I didn't have much faith in the Titans, and I knew the Browns needed to pick it back up. Yep. Speaking to your point about Tennessee's terrible offensive line, they ended up giving up 3.5 sacks to Myles Garrett. Now, obviously, Myles Garrett, a fucking great player, top 5 defensive player in the league, potentially.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Right in there.
Yeah. But you can't give up 3.5 sacks to just one guy. It just can't be done. I mean, no matter how good of it, put a double team on him. Make someone else do it for you. I mean,
yeah, you really shouldn't be giving that up as a team. You don't want to give up 4 sacks even as a team. So 3.5 to one guy is Taylor Lewan. Where are you?
And then you look at Deshaun Watson. He put together probably his best game as a Cleveland Brown. 27 for 33, 289 yards and 2 tugs. And he also did some work on a little bit of work, 4 carries for 16 yards. But hey, he looks like what they went out and spent all that money for.
Yeah, he finally looked better. The 2 tugs. He better not get himself in trouble. If he gets too many more tugs, that's what got him kicked out of Houston. So we need to lay off the tugs, Deshaun. But yeah, no, he finally looked good. It's the Titans.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Clip that.
Yeah,
We're about fucking 4 or 5 minutes. Right? Okay. That's a funny one.
Oh, good one.
Shit. I do want to show you guys this play that he did. Had me confused, out of my mind. It was just a bizarre. It was just a bizarre play, and I'll go ahead and show you. Let me just get this here. I don't know what he was thinking on this, and honestly, it sucks that it didn't show up in the stat sheet as a turnover form because it honestly should have been. So, Charles, do you have any idea what I'm about to show you right here?
I don't think I do. No, I don't.
Charles?
No, I don't think I do.
I can't hear you now.
You can't hear me? What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know. I hear you.
Oh, I muted myself. That's funny.
There we go.
Okay, I gotta mute this. We'll mute that. All right. So, do you have any idea of what I'm?
No, I don't. I cannot say I do.
Well, let me just show you guys for a second. Let me get the share screen going. We're going to the TBloom share screen. We don't pull it out very often, but when we do it well. Okay, can you see the screen right now?
Yes, I can.
All right, let's let this run. Gets it back. He's about to get sacked, turns around, throws it completely back.
Oh, what is that? Whoa.
Just when you think the guy has a game.
Oh, man. See, he has a game and he still does something stupid. Like, that's just a part of playing for the Browns, though. That honestly has nothing to do with Deshaun Watson's ability. Something when you put that Browns uniform on, this kind of shit just starts happening. It's not his fault.
Dude, I shit you not. I could not believe my eyes when I saw that.
That's damn near butt fumble-esque. If that would have been like a touchdown for the Titans.
Oh, my God. I mean...
Oh, that was good stuff.
I get maybe he was trying to throw it back to the running back, but even if he did catch it, where's he going with that, Deshaun?
Just take the sack.
Fucking A, dude. I mean, God. That's something that won't show up in the stat sheet, but that just goes to show, although he did have one of his better games, there's still some questions about that guy.
Still a Browns quarterback.
But nonetheless, Titans, they got some fucking questions on their team.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I don't know what you do. Up or down, what do you do with that team? You got to strip it down, right? But what do you? I mean, then what? I don't know.
Yeah, well, when do you do it? I mean, but yeah, they got a lot of questions over there. However, Cleveland would get the win. They moved to 2-1, right? Yeah, they moved to 2-1. They're 2-0 at home, and the Tennessee Titans fall to 1-2, 0-2 on the road.
Well, that doesn't surprise.
Next for them,
Titans might not win on the road all year.
Falcons versus the Lions. Lions would win 20-6. I had the Falcons winning this one. I thought they're a little bit more steady of a team, I guess, on the defensive side. And after the Lions came out and took a shit on themselves against the Seahawks, I didn't want no part of it. But they came out and they actually put together a pretty decent game, beating a team that I think is actually not necessarily a top 10 team in football, but a top 15, 17.
Okay, all right.
Here and there.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad because I picked the Falcons. I was bullish on the Lions until like my last 30 minutes, and I was like, I don't know, that run game I think just might kill them, so I switched my pick. But here we are. You live with your fucking results. Bijan got kind of shut down, which I think surprised everyone. And 10 carries, 33 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs looked like the better back. Let's be honest. They're letting Desmond Ritter throw the ball more, probably because he has to, but I don't know. I still don't like him as a quarterback. Jared Goff is being Jared Goff like he always is. I'm on St. Brown, ended up playing. That's why I switched my pick. I didn't think he was going to play. He ended up playing, had a good game. Yep. Lions look good.
Yeah,
Not great, but good.
Yeah, they look like a decent football team. I still think the whole Lions thing, eventually they will fuck it up. But they had 7 sacks on this game against Desmond Ritter, which obviously helped them propel them to the win. And they didn't need to do too much on the offensive side of the ball because their defense, held Atlanta in check. So kudos to them. Yeah. All right. Anything else to say about that game?
Not really. It's just I wonder if this is going to be a thing. I wonder if it's hey, if we can stop the Falcons running game the first 2 quarters, get a lead, make them have to throw.
Could be the rest.
We got him. We got him. Because Desmond Ritter throwing the ball 38 times, you're not going to win many games if he's throwing the ball 38 times. So yeah, just like I think 55%. I mean, it's bad stuff.
Especially with all that talent off inside the ball. Desmond Ritter, get it together. Atlanta's counting on you. Next game, the Saints versus the Packers. A crazy ass ending to this game. Saints were up at one point 17-0.
Yep.
It looked like they had it all but won, and they fucking end up losing it 18-17. Sir Charles, what happened?
Dude, Jordan Love turned it on. He had an awful first half. This dude could not hit anything. Honestly, I mean, some things fell his way. I like Jordan Love, but everyone's talking like he's this, pump the brakes. There've been some lucky breaks for him, but Saints offense, Derek Carr went out of the game. I think that is a big part of this. I think they get another 3 points if Derek Carr plays the rest of the game. I'm being honest.
I doubt it. I doubt it. You look at this. Look at this. Derek Carr, 13 for 18, 103 yards and 1 TD. Jameis Winston, 10 for 16, 101 yards. That's not too much of a drop-off right there. I mean,
it's not, but just play stop. I think stylistically they're different quarterbacks also for sure. Yeah. I think Derek Carr could have engineered a stable enough drive to get a field goal. Jameis is not stable. That's not a word I think of when I think of Jameis Winston.
That guy's a racehorse. That's an untamed racehorse.
I think they're really going to be happy to have Kamara back next week. I think that's going to be really big for this team, especially with the injuries going on there. Jordan Love, leading rusher, that's not a recipe for Green Bay to win. They need Aaron Jones back.
Sounds like he'll play how Thursday. Mobile that guy was.
He really is. That's the thing. He was never really known as a mobile guy, but he's got some moves. But 50% completion percentage is not going to cut it. The only reason you were down 17-0 at half was because you played so poorly. Christian Watson coming back, Aaron Jones coming back should help the guy, but the analytics don't like the guy. He's gotten a lot of passes that were caught that shouldn't have been caught. Just stuff like that he's had a lot of things falling his way. A lot of the Vikings last year is kind of like Jordan Love stat wise kind of been going on with that thing. So we'll see. Maybe he's one of those guys that just makes those magic plays and keeps it up. But
could definitely be that. I mean, you never know.
It could. There's those guys.
I'm sure there's a lot of plays that Aaron Rodgers shouldn't have made that he made that kind of defined his fucking career.
Definitely. For sure. Yeah. Same thing with Favre. It's one of those, those kind of guys. So maybe that's who he is. We'll see. They're going to miss Derek Carr. I'm curious how Jameis Winston at the helm of an offense excites me. Michael Thomas, Chris Olave.
Yeah, he's got a lot of weapons. They might have some
big games.
He's got more
Kamara.
He's probably got the most weapons he's had since his Tampa Bay days. Probably even more.
Yeah, probably better because I think Olave and Michael Thomas has been good. He hasn't had that breakout yet, but he's been good so far.
Okay. But, let's bring this up, TBloom Nation. I want you.
Let's bring this up.
Leave a comment in the comments, whatever you need to do, and let me know who won this trade. So I gave up Michael Thomas and Justice Hill, running back for the Ravens, for Cortland Sutton. Is that a win or is that a loss on my trades? Let me know in the comments down below. I mean, my thought of this is Justice Hill. Keep in mind, I got 4 running backs on my team, pretty deep running back. So I don't really need Justice Hill. Not to mention he hasn't really been doing much anyway. So I added him as like, okay, just fucking take him. I was going to drop him anyway at some point during the season. And then you look at Michael.
Well, he's hurt right now.
Well, he's questionable. Him and Gus Edwards been questionable. I mean, he played. Well, he didn't play last week, but when he plays, he plays pretty good. Pretty good amount. But Michael Thomas, to me, his his ceiling isn't as high as Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton could have very easily had 2 touchdowns last week. Granted, he did fumble the ball and lose the ball twice, but I just think about this Denver Bronco team.
But they were also down by 50.
So one of those touchdowns came in the first quarter when they were only down by 2 possessions.
And they were trying to come back. Yeah, but they were trying to come back that whole game also. Just slinging the ball.
Oh, dude, you sounds like you got the downies right now, man. You're glitching out tough.
That was his big.
Oh no, this isn't good. TBloom Nation. We need to get our Wi-Fi game going.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucked. It's so fucked.
That's progress.
Let's kick it over to the next game. How about that?
All right. I still think you lost that trade, but let's keep it moving.
Let us know in the comments, folks. Packers would win 18-17. A lot of questions for the Saints there at quarterback. Next game, we got the craziest fucking game of the week. The Denver Broncos versus the Miami Dolphins. Miami would put up 70 fucking points in this one, and that's pretty much all I got to tell you if you didn't know the winner. I mean, I haven't seen an NFL game go to 60 points in my entire lifetime, let alone to 70, and boy, man, it's a Madden game. 70 fucking points. How can you be an NFL team and put up 70 points? Or give up 70?
There's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for it. I just think it's funny. Sean Payton said the coaching last year was so bad they're going to do the opposite. Guess what? You're 0-3, worse than last year. Sean Payton looks like a goddamn clown. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That team is Sean Payton wasn't the answer. They're stuck with this massive contract. Mm-hmm. They have the worst run defense probably in the league. They have Patrick Surtain, and they still can't do any. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what
Surtain got his ass whooped by Tyreek.
He did
in the first quarter, first fucking drive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it didn't take long.
It set the tone, but Tyreek Hill's a special player, so I'll give him that. But Patrick Surtain's supposed to be the best corner in the league, so you're supposed to be able to do something. Didn't do anything.
Give up a touchdown pass first drive, that's for sure.
You know what I think you do? I think you cut Sean Payton and you cut Russ. You just eat the cap hits and you just start over. 3 weeks, cut them both right now.
See, I would say that, but
eat it.
It's not. I don't think Russ has been doing that bad. I mean, take a look at this: 23 for 38, 306 yards, a TD, and yes, a pick. And that quarterback got whooped by 50 points.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Still, that game was his best game, probably as a Bronco so far. The first 2 weeks were not that good. I mean, he has looked better than last year, but he's not the Russell Wilson that played in Seattle. That's for sure.
Well, he doesn't have the defense that he did in Seattle, especially.
He doesn't have Pete Carroll. Doesn't have Pete Carroll either.
Pete Carroll. I'm tired.
I don't know. Look what he's done with Geno. I think Russ was a system quarterback.
Russ was not a system quarterback. Russ did everything. He didn't even like what Pete Carroll wanted him to do.
But it worked better than anything else, huh?
No, Russ magic worked. Russ made his fucking living on making scrambles and
Pete
throwing
Carroll
it up.
Made Geno look real good last year is all I'm saying. I wonder how much he helped Russell Wilson look good too.
No, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Pete Carroll, but not to mention this game, 70 points by Miami. Kudos
to
them.
Dolphins. I was kind of pumped. I was like, damn, 70 points. I mean, it is. So now when I'm playing Madden, I put up 70 points. Yeah. I can be like, this is kind of realistic. Yeah, it makes sense now, right?
This isn't, I don't feel like such a POS anymore. So good.
You're like, oh man, I guess I can turn this off rookie. These 70-point games aren't
go
fun anymore.
Fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Matter of fact, when we first play each other, let's live stream it. Let's live stream
it. I'm down for sure. Yeah, I'm with it. Let's do it. I haven't played in like 3 weeks. Dude, my franchise is actually behind the NFL season. That's how bad things are going.
Wow.
It's not good. Not good. Yes, I'm only it's hard being a dad and working full time. And Mikey's coming to town. Shout out Mikey landing Saturday. I will be attending the Seahawks Giants Monday Night Football game at MetLife Stadium.
Shout out. When's he coming in?
Excited for that. Flies in Saturday afternoon.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll be flying back to Washington.
You're still in fucking, dude. You're all over the place. I never know where you are. You check, sometimes you're down in like the Ozarks, or now you're North Carolina. I just never know where the fuck TBloom is, man.
You never know, man. We got a lot of stuff to get done in TBloom headquarters, and a lot of maintenance needs to be done. I got to be places, okay?
Gotta be places. I understand. I get it. See, I'm more of the move giant and to stay there for, just giant leaps for long periods of time. But Devin A. Chain looked great. Achane. It's not it's Achane, not A Chain. He made a fucking thing about
guy? Who started that fuck?
No one. But man, he's fast. But also, I mean, this is also the Broncos' run defense. I mean, I watched them miss open tackles on the dude all day long. It was kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, he looks good. Him and Mostert are going to be a hell of a 1-2 punch. Everyone who's been holding Jeff Wilson, I'm sorry, unless someone gets hurt, all his value just went out the fucking window.
And I am one of those guys.
So yeah,
Jeff Wilson will just pop right in there.
A-Chain already was hurt this year. Mostert actually was healthy last year and is healthy all offseason. Really weird. Mostert, not a healthy guy. So
not at all. That's what I'm saying.
Wood, bro. But yeah,
ticking time bomb. You just wait.
I don't know. Maybe he's getting better with age. But this Dolphins team is going to be super fun this year. If Tua stays healthy, if they don't have any injuries, holy shit! Look out, AFC. I don't I don't know, man. Put them in a shootout. Go shoot out.
They're booming right now. They're booming right now. But guess what? What goes up must come down. So
yeah, we'll see.
So, all right, next game: Chargers versus the Vikings. Chargers will win 28-24. Finally, they get a dub. Finally, Justin Herbert and his team can complete a win. And the Vikings still struggling to find their first win. Is this a case of the Chargers winning it or the Vikings losing it, do you think?
Honestly, I think this was Vikings losing it. They should have won this game.
You think so?
I think they should have won this game. Everyone is, the Chargers looked good. I'll give them that. Mike Williams, another torn ACL out for the year. That sucks, man. I mean, real bummer for that guy. He just cannot stay healthy. So, but yeah, TJ Hawkinson looks really good. I don't know. This Chargers team, they don't have Eckler, but that's something to say. When they get Eckler back, if they get Eckler back, they're going to be a lot better. I think the Vikings ought to start looking at if they get rid of Cousins, big contract, and start trying to work on a different quarterback.
Kirk to New York.
People have been saying that since Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and I think that's a great idea. I don't think you're not going anywhere with Kirk in this team. You might as well.
It's not like Kirk is
get some assets.
32 for 50. Yeah. 367 and 3 TDs and one.
Oh yeah, but he's definitely playing well. But he's playing well on a team that's just it's not happening. So I think you get him out of there, you get some assets, and get something going while Justin Jefferson's still young. Because if you wait a couple more years with Kirk Cousins, if you sign him again and he's and then try to rebuild, Jefferson might want out because he might be. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I think you got to focus on long term getting a title while you have Jefferson, and I don't think it's going to happen with Cousins, unfortunately.
Well, we'll see. I mean, 0-3 start certainly isn't helping the chances, but I want to key in on Justin Herbert having a hell of a day, 40 for 47, 405 yards, 3 TDs, no interceptions. That is the Justin Herbert that is what people have been talking about. Yep. Keeps him up there with, I guess, Burrow and Patrick Mahomes.
You can get Burrow out of there.
Burrow anymore.
Just take Burrow out and just throw him. Yeah, Herbert's the new Burrow. Burrow's a bum.
Yeah. So, but I still don't think he's there, but this is the performance. He doesn't need to do this every week, but I mean, at least be able to win the game. That's really what I wanted to see out of Justin Herbert. Close the game out.
He might have to do this every week without Mike Williams. He might. If Eckler's hobbled all year, he might have to do this every week if he wants to win.
Well, they spent their first-round draft pick on that receiver.
They did. I know. Quentin Johnson. We'll see. Joshua Palmer's on the team. He's no scrub either. They got some guys that can step up, but they're not Mike Williams. Mike Williams is a goddamn field stretcher.
Yeah.
In every sense of the word. But man, JC Jackson has a warrant for his arrest out now. They signed him to this massive contract. Now, he's missed a probation meeting from when he was playing up here in the East Coast. So now there's a warrant out for his arrest and just all the stuff. He was inactive just all this stuff going on with the dude. Just terrible signing. He was one of the best corners in the league when they signed him.
Yeah, how do you do that as an NFL player? Like, you have all the advantages and
you have a lawyer. Just pay the lawyer. Fucking deal with this shit. I don't even care. Just pay you know what I mean? You just have to hire someone to deal with the shit. You have enough money, you can make that shit just whatever. But he's stupid. Yeah,
that is ridiculous. Well, fuck. It doesn't look like their defense is getting any help then.
Nope. I mean, it's just he should just turn himself in. It's just probation violation, but just stupid.
I mean, that shit can build. It just
It
goes
can
to show
build.
his
Yeah.
mentality of it all. He doesn't take it
Not
serious.
good.
What else
Yeah.
does he not take serious? If he doesn't take his freedom seriously, how's he going to
Nothing.
take a fucking football game seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. You got a point. You got a point.
Fucking, it's absolutely nuts.
Yep.
Let's not spend too much time on this. Chargers will move to 1-2. Vikings are 0-3. What's
Womp
next
womp.
for both of them remains to be seen. Let's move on to another game, which is actually a pretty good game, kind of the way I thought it was going to go. The Patriots versus the Jets. Patriots would win 15-10. The Jets had a chance at the end here, and a scary chance at that, because I had some money on this Patriots team. But
Oh, did you? Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Sitting at minus 150 odds for the Patriots to beat the Jets. I mean, I thought that was pretty fun.
It's funny. I made $150 on the Steelers game, so I missed on all my parlays got blown up because the team lost on all of them. Shout out Steelers. Yeah, shout out Steelers.
You're welcome, by the way. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
the Patriots, Patriots are Patrioting. They don't necessarily blow teams out anymore, but they are well coached, they're well maintained, and they are able to get the job done in the end. And they're 1-2 now. So
they look like the better team. Zeke's getting a lot of run. Who expected that? He looks like a better runner than Stevenson doesn't look like he did last year, which sucks because he looked really exciting coming into this year. So that's kind of a bummer. I mean, it was a super unknown, but not living up to the hype so far. The Patriots are the Patriots. Hunter Henry came down to earth. The Jets had a chance, but God, they got to get a different quarterback in there. This team is so good. Dalvin Cook should retire. Breece Hall he looks bad too. This whole team just looks awful. The whole offense it's just all the hype over the year. I know they lost Rodgers, but super hard to watch this offense. Super just disappointing to see the numbers they're putting up. It's garbage. I don't even want to watch this Jets team this year. I'm already looking at them for next year. I'm over it. Sell.
Even if they do bring in Kirk Cousins, which I doubt they do, I don't think much changes. I mean, you're talking about bringing in a guy who's going to have to learn a whole new playbook, whole new system, develop whole new relationships with his receivers in the middle of a season.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like it's going to work, man. I mean, it really, really feels like, and I thought it would, that the Jet season was lost as soon as Aaron Rodgers went back into that locker room.
I think we all kind of knew that as soon as the news broke.
Trying to have optimism.
But I mean, just Zach Wilson is not a first-round quarterback.
Yeah, I saw a report just before we got on this podcast that a lot of tensions in that locker room about Robert Saleh is kind of like apologizing for Zach Wilson, and people aren't liking it. I mean,
the team wants Zach gone. It sounds like they do not want Zach Wilson as their quarterback. And how's he supposed to feel? The team doesn't want.
Where's Mike White?
Where he's in Miami. But where's
that's
right. someone just good God. Just sign Carson Wentz. Just sign him.
Yeah,
I know he's not what he used to be, but sign goddamn Carson Wentz and throw him out there. I don't know. Go Patriots, and Jets are just awful, which sucks because I've wanted to go to a Jets game this year. Now I don't. So
no, not the year to go.
No desire. No, I almost this week if the tickets weren't crazy. There is, I think, what is it? Chiefs Jets coming up this week? Maybe
Chiefs Jets. I'm not sure.
No, yep, it is. We at Sunday Night Football instead of the Monday night game. We looked into going to that. Boy, that would have been disappointing to spend $400 a ticket on that game.
That would have been absolutely.
So made the right choice.
100%, 100%. Yeah. So we're looking at about 8 minutes left on this one, so we're gonna have to do a call back, unfortunately. But we just get to talking, man. We like to talk about this shit, and it's
hard the hurricane fucked us up over the weekend too. I didn't have Wi-Fi, I had power flickering and shit. Fucking thanks, Ophelia. I don't know how you didn't get shit.
I don't know either.
How are you in North Carolina?
Moxville's very inland. It's very inland. It's not on the coast.
Because it hit North Carolina. So when you said you didn't get hit, I was like, dude, it hits. How am I having shit?
Are you sure you're in North Carolina? No. But fucking.
Like,
we were supposed to go to Myrtle Beach and do that the whole weekend. We decided not to because obviously, I mean, the risk wasn't there. I'm not going to fucking risk going through a hurricane just for a couple of days at Myrtle Beach.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah. But so unfortunately, we didn't get to do that. So that was kind of a bummer.
That is a bummer
to do that.
I've heard that's a really nice beach.
It is. I heard that too. But it
Yeah.
sucks. We made these plans 2-3 months back, and we picked the
Yeah.
fucking one weekend where there's gonna be a hurricane named a dumb bitch
Yeah.
Ophelia. Go fuck
Right.
yourself.
Who names these? Like fucking ice.
YouTube
I don't know.
Google generator.
Probably. Yeah.
I heard there's another one brewing up.
Great. It's probably gonna hit me. Everything fucking hits here. It's ridiculous.
Good
Texas
old
wasn't any
Larry.
better. They all came up, and the Gulf Coast ones, they'd always come up and fucking hit right in court. Same shit, man.
Dude, you're just a danger.
West
They want to
Coast is
take you
great.
out.
No hurricanes, nor tornadoes. I moved to hurricane areas I lived my whole life in a non-hurricane area, and I moved to hurricane areas, and it's stupid.
You know who it is, right?
That's how I feel about it. Jesus.
It's ESPN. They're trying to take you out. Just like they're taking out your Wi-Fi
ESPN.
and they're
They
cutting
want me
out your
dead.
connection.
Yep.
They want you out and they want the T-Bloom Talk Show to halt. But guess what? It ain't happening, ESPN. Not a hurricane,
No,
not a
it's
tsunami,
not
not
happening.
a fucking whatever you want to call it.
No.
Ain't gonna do shit. T-Bloom Talk Show.
A nuke, maybe.
Fucker. Huh? A
Yeah.
what?
We're like cockroaches. You can't kill us. So
No,
we're like
fuck that.
cockroaches. You can't kill us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Invincible.
Let's
All
get
right,
one
well,
let's go through
yeah,
this one
I'll
real
just
quick. This next one.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about in this game. Holy hell.
Bills versus Commanders. Bills look like they're back to a top 3 team in the league. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, to be fair, the Commanders did get 3 points with 45 seconds left in the game. So they did not get shut out. Sam Howell, 4 interceptions. This is bad for his MVP
Just a
candidacy.
stint, just a little hiccup in his MVP race, but he'll get back on track. He'll get back.
Yeah, so bad that I mean, so bad people are dropping Jahan Dotson in a 12-team fantasy league. You know how crazy that is? That guy was like a 4th or 5th round
They're
pick.
gonna get fucking targets.
Dude, dropped. Yeah, he got dropped for Romeo Dobbs in a fantasy league. Fucking
Romeo's got
stupid.
a fucking good rapport with Jordan.
Until Christian Watson. I don't know, man. Reed's breaking out. Watson's coming back. I still don't think that lasts either. We'll see how that goes, though. But
we'll see. Let's not spend too much time on that. Fucking the Bills are
Buffalo's back. Commanders suck. I'm excited to see them the last week of the season. Let's go.
All right. Let's go to another surprise. The Texans win 37-17 against the Jaguars. What the fuck is going on in Jacksonville?
I don't know, but this lost me some money. So fuck you, Jags. Calvin Ridley.
Me too, buddy.
Yeah, I bet I was going to say, if it lost me some money, I'm sure it lost you too. What the fuck? Where'd Calvin Ridley go? Trevor Lawrence. I mean, he doesn't look bad, but not taking that step I wanted to see with more weapons around him, which is a shame.
Calvin Ridley's had a good first week and hasn't really done.
And that's it, dude. Yeah, it hasn't looked the same. Christian Kirk stepped his thing up. He stepped himself up since that first week. I think he maybe made a little fuss after that first week, and things changed a little bit. But I don't know. Texans looked really good. CJ Stroud's legit. This guy's an NFL quarterback. I know Ohio State quarterbacks aren't. This guy will stand in the pocket and throw the fucking ball around. And this guy's an NFL quarterback.
20 for 30, 280 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions, an 83.6 QBR, and not to mention he added 14 yards and 3 carries. Yeah. Could this be the Ohio State breakthrough?
I think it finally is because Justin Fields isn't. Everyone thought it was. It's not.
No.
So, yeah, CJ Stroud is Tank Dell. This team has Will Anderson causing fumbles. This dude is a fucking monster. I've been saying it since the draft. Probably the best player in the draft. He looks the part so far. Absolutely. Okay, Jalen Carter's right there too, but 2 true disruptors on defense in this draft that are already showing how good they are. I like it. I like exceptional defensive talent. It's always exciting to watch. And Will Anderson is every part of that.
I haven't watched too many Texans games, but the Steelers got him this week, so I'll definitely be.
You'll get to see him. Oh, I'm sorry. He's gonna get after Kenny Pickett.
Dude, Kenny Pickett's taking some whoopings. I mean, we'll get to that game in a second, but that guy took so many fucking awkward hits in the Monday night game where he's just falling on his face, getting hit twice. It's the guy. Say what you want about him, he's tough as nails. Guy's tough.
Oh, for sure. Steelers quarterback is kind of their thing. You got to be tough if you're going to play for the Steelers.
So we are looking at about 3 minutes, 58 seconds. We can get another one in with that.
Yeah, we can get one more in. We got this game pisses me off.
The Colts versus the Ravens. How about your Ravens, buddy? What happened there? Colts.
Dude, they fucking. How about the no pass interference on the 4th down call in overtime when he grabbed Zay Jones or Zay Flowers by the arm before the ball was even close? No call at home? Are you kidding me?
Pish
No,
posh.
that was egregious.
Okay, so let's break this little PI that you call. I haven't seen it yet. I'm
Oh, you
about
haven't seen it?
I
Okay.
haven't
Yep.
seen it. So I'll let you know what I think.
All right.
Let me just get the share screen going.
It's a bad one. I don't know how you missed this call. Fucking ref.
Okay, you can see me, right?
Yep.
Right.
Hooking,
Oh, pish
hooking,
posh,
hooking,
pish
hooking.
posh.
Oh my God. Okay.
Let's see that again. Okay. I've seen worse.
He's pulling him before the ball is even in the air. He's pulling him to the side.
Okay, yeah, technically it should
It's
be
pretty.
PI.
That's especially on a fourth down in overtime. I mean, I don't know, man.
It's
That's pretty
honestly
bad.
remarkable that they didn't call that, especially in Baltimore.
In ball, that's what really I was like, this is a home game, and they still didn't call it.
But
Like
how do you
that's
not?
nuts.
How do you even bring it to that point where you're the
Oh,
Ravens?
for sure, I agree. No, this definitely shouldn't have got to that point. But not
Right.
Lamar Jackson's fault, man. He looks like I think he looks decent this year. His completion percentage is just consistently higher than I ever saw it with what's his name, their old stupid offensive coordinator.
Well, I mean, I don't think the guy had a 22 for 31, 202 day, no TDs,
Yep.
no interceptions,
101 rushing yards,
101
2 touchdowns
rushing yards,
also
and two
though. Yeah,
TDs,
okay.
and they still
Yep.
only put up 19 points.
What else can he do?
That's
I
my
mean,
beef
that's
with Lamar. That's
yeah.
his top. That's his ceiling. He's not going to, maybe he has a couple more touchdowns and they get to, 30 or whatever, but he's not going to do that every game. That's my thing with Lamar. Sure, he's a dynamic player. He's an exciting player, but his ceiling doesn't put you up to that 25, 30-point range. It just doesn't.
I don't know. I mean, if he can play like he did his MVP year every year, then I think that offense is pretty legit. But no, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I think it sucks because it
You
sucks.
think it
J.K.
sucks because you
Dobbins.
lost some money on it. I know what you mean.
No, I didn't actually bet this game, which is weird.
Really?
But yeah, I didn't have anything on this. Even in my parlays, I left this one out. Just a little too close to no, I think it sucks J.K. Dobbins is out. Like I said, Baltimore team still, I think, a better team. But yeah, kind of put down a stinker at home.
Yeah, really
Is what it
shit the
is.
bed. I mean, I
Yeah, their
love
run
it.
defense needs to be better for sure.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
an
Zach
issue.
Moss, 30 carries for 122 yards. That's a
Yeah, I
lot
mean,
of
4
carries.
yards a run. That's not. I mean, that's not a terrible average, to give up as a defense. But they just controlled the clock with just running. I mean, it's not enough to stop them. If they do it 3 times, they're getting a first. So
yeah, I like Michael Pittman Jr.'s game this game. He had a catch that really kind of, I think it was on 4th down. He had a really nice fucking Moss catch over 2
yeah,
defenders
I
in the
know what
Ravens.
catch you're talking about. I'm not sure what it
Yeah.
was, but yeah, he did have a real nice catch.
He's showing out. He's showing why he was I think he's a first round draft pick, right?
First or second, I'm not sure, but yeah,
Very
he did
high
fumble.
draft pick, highly
He did
scouted
fumble the
coming out
ball,
of
but
USC.
he got it back. They got it back, so he didn't.
Yeah.
No knock on him, I guess, but he did fumble.
But
Can't be doing that.
that'll bring the Ravens to just 2-1, and that'll put the
Mhm.
Colts at 2-1, even without Anthony Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to the Panthers versus the Seahawks. The
Oof.
Red Rifle, and I didn't even know Bryce Young was going to be out for this game. I was
Oh,
just
really? He might
gaming
miss
up.
this next week too. They're saying he's
What is it?
practicing again, but in ankle, sprained ankle, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. But Andy Dalton didn't do too bad. 35 for 58, 361 yards, 2
Yeah.
TDs, no interceptions, and it still wasn't enough as they would lose 27-37.
Yep.
And yeah, Adam Thielen looks to be back.
Ooh, yeah. I was gonna say
11
Thielen, man.
receptions, 45 yards, and a TD.
That's prime Thielen numbers from back in the day on the Vikings, baby. That's
Yeah,
like Case Keenum Thielen numbers. He was,
yeah.
No, you love to see it. Everyone wrote him off after the first couple of weeks. Like, oh, Thielen's done. Thielen's done. It's like, dude, if you get him the ball, he's going to catch it. He's not electric, but if you get him the ball, he will catch it. So there's something to be said for that. But yeah, Carolina's 0-3. Their offense looks better with Andy Dalton than it does with Bryce Young, which, I mean, he's still young, but definitely a big difference in the offense. Seattle looks better after week 1. They still only a 10-point win over Carolina. It's closer than it needed to be, I think. But yeah, no, we'll see how far the Seahawks go. Kenneth Walker's doing his thing.
Yeah,
Andy Dalton
looked really good this game.
He did, yeah. Andy Dalton, I'm curious if he plays another week and if they look similarly good. I mean, I know you got to let the rookie play, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
you don't need to force it when you're on 3. I mean, what are you really
No,
fighting
yeah,
for? And it's
right.
not like Andy put up as good of a game as he had.
Oh
He's meant
yeah,
to be
for
much
sure.
better than that. I mean,
No, that's top red rifle right there.
yeah. Shout out to Andy Dalton. It's good seeing him getting something going.
Yeah.
Not much else to say about that game.
Nah.
This game though, not much to say about either. Chiefs versus Bears kind of went out.
Oh,
We thought 41-10. I mean, sheesh.
just the biggest thing
Is
on
it?
this game was Taylor Swift at the game. That was the biggest part of this game.
That was the
Yeah.
biggest.
That was the big, which is sad. I hate. She's invaded football. She's on ESPN everywhere. This drives me nuts, man.
Can I be honest with you for a second, Sir Charles?
Are you a Taylor Swiftie? You're a Swiftie, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I mean, I don't really listen to her music.
I
I'm
don't
not
know
that
her
kind of
music,
guy.
to be honest with you.
I
Yeah.
just don't. I never seen. I don't think she's never
She's
was
not
to me.
attractive. She's a
She's not
downgrade
attractive to
from
me.
Kelsey. No, she is. She's a lot. So I listen to the men's room fucking out of Seattle, blah, blah, KSW. Fucking Thrill refers to her as Taylor Longback because she has no butt, and it just always makes me laugh. Her back just goes all the way
It's a
down
long
to
one.
down to her
Yeah.
feet, just down to her legs, and then you're at the feet, and that's it. No, she's not. I don't understand it. I mean, yeah, she's a big name. She's very rich, but
I never. No, I never. I don't know.
no.
She's just
But
not that.
if you look at a picture of Travis Kelce with his ex compared to Taylor Swift, downgrade. You fucked up. And now he's just got this mustache. He looks like he's a fucking state trooper.
Oh,
What's
dude, I
going
saw a
on,
meme.
Travis?
I saw a
I see
meme.
that's
You know what I'm talking about? Where
Yeah, I
it's
know
like
exactly what you're talking about.
finna pull up and he's with his, his ex black girlfriend, and
Yep.
then goes to Taylor Swift with his mustache to.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh man, culture shift.
Yeah, yeah. But shout out Travis Kelce doing his thing. The Chiefs back on track. They look like the Chiefs again.
Yep.
Is it time to worry about Justin Fields?
It's absolute. It's time to let the rookie play. They got that late round rookie. Just let him play. This team's not going anywhere. Justin Fields sucks.
You cannot play Justin Fields.
You can. I'll trade him then because he sucks. Let some other team take the chance on him. He's not a quarterback.
How much
everyone
of it
says,
do you think is the line, and how much of it do you think it's him?
I think a big part of it's him. I know this line isn't great, but he just, I don't know. He
holds on to the ball really long.
Exactly. He doesn't look like he gets developed. He has so many sacks. When you're that athletic, you should not have that many sacks. Exactly. Yep. And that's exactly what it is. You're taking 13-yard sacks because you won't stop backing up. Mm-hmm. You have no pocket presence. You're athletic and you're still getting sacked 100 yards. I mean, what? You can't even get away from. You should be able to get away from some of these. If most of the quarterbacks of his ilk do that kind of stuff, they're shifty, get away. He just runs backwards until they hit him. And it's just, I don't know. It's hard to watch. I know he's electric. He's this great athlete. He had a really amazing run at the end of last season, but it was 4 or 5 games, guys, and it's been a while now. And
he didn't win those games either.
No, he didn't.
He was like,
he was
making it a game, but he wasn't necessarily winning them by
Definitely. No. So I don't know. I think it got overblown that he's going to take this big step. Man, people were talking about him as a top 5, at least fantasy quarterback, top 10 quarterback in the NFL this year. And I was just like, you guys are nuts. And it hasn't come to fruition.
He'll probably still be a solid fantasy quarterback. He'll get a couple
for games. Sure. He'll have some big
bomb.
Games. And the rushing always helps. But there is legit talk that they're going to let this rookie dude actually play at the end of the year. This is how Justin Fields keeps it up.
Well,
which I don't blame you because at least see what you got with him.
That's true. At least see what you got.
Let's see if this. I mean, look what you found with Brock Purdy and the Niners. If you can find that in a late round draft, you're happy. Build the team.
Dude, let's be honest. They're not finding no Brock Purdy in the Niners.
Oh, I know. I get. I'm just saying. But those things do happen. You get these late round quarterbacks that maybe they don't test off the charts at the combine, but guess what? They know how to play the position.
Right.
And sometimes that's just what you need to start building a team.
Yeah, you need something to be able to put at least gauge where you're at the QB position.
For sure.
Now, you don't know what Justin Fields you're going to get. Is it going to be the guy who's running for 80 yards down the field, puts up 2 tugs on the ground, 2 tugs in the air, and looks like this amazing player? Or is it going to be this guy who can't even put up 100 yards passing, even though you're down by 2 possessions the whole fucking game?
Which is crazy. Yeah, that's at DJ Moore with 3 receptions the whole game. Or you can get him the ball. Are you kidding? I mean, yeah, coaching is bad. Team's bad.
Yeah.
Bears suck. They might be the worst team in the NFL, and I don't think anyone necessarily thought they were going to be the bottom. But I mean, they might be going for the first and second. Yeah, I knew they were top bottom. I would think bottom 10 at least, just because they're the Bears. But I didn't expect them to be this bad. I mean, it's embarrassing.
Me neither.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for Bears fans.
Yeah, it does. Sorry, B, if you're listening.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Shame.
Let's move on to the upset of the week. The Cowboys versus the fucking Cardinals. Let's go,
fuck
Cardinals,
you.
baby.
Yeah.
Shout out Josh Dobbs.
No, I bet the Cowboys spread in two parlays. It busted both of them.
What was the spread? 10 points?
It was like, it's 9 or something like that. It was between 6 and 9, something like. But yeah, it was looked reasonable on paper.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Should have bet the opposite. Should have bet Cardinals -10.
You know what? It's almost like the Dallas Cowboys weren't as good as people thought they were.
No.
After week 1.
No way.
It's almost like they didn't win the Super Bowl after week 1.
Crazy. It's funny. We do this every year, Cowboys, but everyone was talking about them. Oh, undefeated at 2-0. 2-0. Calm down. Calm the hell down.
And the big bad Arizona Birds come in and they fucking shit stomp you.
They did. I mean, it was
points
bad
against this defense. I mean, I get it. You're missing Diggs.
Apparently, your best player and your key player is missing. It looks like because that middle of the field is wide open without Trayvon Diggs out there. I don't know, man. That looks
damn. I don't think you were Diggs away from winning this game. Sorry.
No, that probably doesn't make the difference. But the defense without Diggs, it's glaring that Diggs isn't there. And that sucks. I mean, the running game is a problem too. With the guys they have, they should be able to stop James Conner.
How about James Conner? 14 carries, 98 yards, and a TD. The two ex-Pittsburgh Steelers, Dobbs and Conner, getting it done.
Touchdowns, baby.
America's team. Yeah. I love it.
Yep, just like the Cardinals should have beat the Steelers in that Super Bowl. But, here we are.
That was a random blow that
Cardinals-Patriots correlation. That's the first thing where my brain went. Patriots, Cardinals, or Patriots, fucking Steelers, Cardinals.
What do you think
anyways,
so much for, huh?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Fuck the Pats.
But yeah, Cowboys, they're back. This is the cycle. It's the fucking preseason hype train. They get a couple good wins. Oh my God, they're going to the Super Bowl, and then they lose to trash team. So we're right there in that cycle of Cowboys fans, and we just lose to trash team earlier than expected. Mm-hmm. So we'll see where they go from here. I don't think
this is exactly what we said in the AFC East preview. The Dallas Cowboys have the potential to beat any team any Sunday, but they won't.
But they won't. Yeah, they just won't.
They will fuck themselves somehow.
Dak Prescott isn't it. He just doesn't look great. I don't know how you regressed so bad these last couple of years, but just doesn't look like a great quarterback right now. So that's a bummer. Bummer for the Cowboys.
Well, go Cards. They moved to 1-2, and the Cowboys moved to 2-1 in second place in the AFC East. Now let's move on to my favorite game of the week. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus Las Vegas Raiders. Pittsburgh would win 23-18, and man, oh man, am I pumped about it, man. We're 2-1 after that abysmal week 1. I was able to take a sigh of relief after that game because it would have been a very different feel to be 1-2 than 2-1.
Oh, for sure.
This is a game that
it's a big difference.
We needed this win because they're not going to come very easily. We really needed to get this win, and it'll pay a big factor come later in the season when, these wins mean something for the standings and getting in the playoffs or whatnot. Speaking of this game, I will say Kenny Pickett, although he didn't look 100% there, he's still got some questions, still some things to work out. I mentioned before, this guy takes hits, the most awkward of hits. Like, I'm talking, he's throwing on the side. Somehow his guy hits him in the face while he's all slammed down. It's bizarre the kind of positions I find.
He needs to take some wrestling. He needs to go take some training with some wrestlers so he can learn how to take a fall.
Learn how to take a fall.
Learn how to take a fall. God damn it! What are you doing?
Take a bump.
Take a bump. Exactly. Thank you. Take a bump. Anyways, Devontae Adams. Holy shit. He had a Packers-esque game. They still lost. The Steelers looked competent at least in this game. The Raiders not so much.
Well, Jimmy G looks flustered.
Yeah, those interceptions were ridiculous. I don't know.
Bad ones.
And then he leaves the game, and welcome to the cycle. You're going to deal with injuries with Jimmy G as your quarterback. He'll be in and out of the games for you. That's just what he does. Josh Jacobs.
I thought he was really done after that one because
I did too.
Fucked up.
He got fucking He looked
back.
Yeah.
Surprised he even came back.
Me too. But it's. I don't know. How long till Devontae? He's already talking about Devontae Adams doesn't have time for this shit. So what point of the season does he ask for a trade? You think it's the next 2 weeks or the next 4 weeks? Because it's coming. If they don't win, I mean, it's coming. He came there to play with his buddy Derek Carr. You scapegoated Derek Carr and shipped him out after one fucking season. You have stupid ass Josh McDaniels coaching the team. You know how mad Devontae Adams is? He's in Oakland or in Las Vegas right now.
Oh my God.
He came to play with his buddy, and you guys steamrolled his ass and brought in Jimmy G. And he's sitting there probably blinking like, "Are you fucking serious?
Oh,
really?" I mean, yeah, I don't know. Fumbled the bag. Devontae Adams I think he's gonna ask out. I don't know if it'll be during the season or after the season, but unless the Raiders have a real big turnaround, he's too old to play this shit. He wants to go win.
Yeah. And he's still elite. I mean,
he's absolutely, yes. Great receiver, for sure. But great win for the Steelers.
What's up?
Great win for the Steelers, though, I will say.
Yeah. TJ Watt, another 2-sack performance. He's on his way to another fucking defensive player of the year.
Yeah. He's looking good. Myles Garrett might beat him to it, but we'll see. Myles Garrett.
If he's going to get 3.5 sacks.
If he's getting 3.5 sacks every year, he's going to win it by week 8. So,
But he ain't getting a fucking touchdown, I'll tell you that.
That's true.
Also, good to see Calvin Austin III getting a fucking deep shot. That's what we brought him
that was nice, man.
That was a nice play by Kenny Pickett to hang in there and fucking deliver it right on the money.
He rifled that thing in there, man. That was a good catch by Austin. Yeah,
very good catch. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Best throw I've probably ever seen Pickett make. It's nice to
regular
not see
season
a
game.
throw
Yeah, that has to be pound for pound. Hang in there, took a shot, delivered the ball, deep shot. I mean, that's
a lot of these Steelers highlight catches are George Pickett just making crazy catches because the throws way the fuck away from him. So it's nice to see one where it's like, hey, right in the breadbasket. Nice. Look at that. Touchdown. Like,
exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what you're supposed to do. So good performance.
Okay. Next one, we got the Monday night games. How about these Eagles versus Buccaneers? This was kind of a boring game.
It was. I really didn't. I changed it to the other game. I'll be honest with you. Even though I had fantasy players in this one, I just
the fuck, Puka?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. If he would have had over 5.5 receptions, so he was close, I would have hit for another fucking $200 on Monday. But instead, I didn't do shit.
Dude, this game had me so fucking flustered. Not to mention Jamar Chase went off and ended up costing me my
called
game.
That, by the way. You still won in our league, but it was
because of a Matthew Stafford. Or no, there's a different league that I'm in. I need a Matthew Stafford. His late touchdown ended up making me win the game by 1 point. So I was flustered because I thought coming in that I had guaranteed wins.
Yeah.
And then Jamar Chase lights up and
similar. Yeah. I had a similar thing in our ESPN league. I was up by, I don't know. I got to the point where at the end of the game, Bengals got the ball back. I'm down by 0.42 points. Joe Mixon goes backwards for 5 yards. I win the game. So I was pumped to see that. I won the game off Joe Mixon getting stuffed those 2 times at the end. So, it worked out for me. Take that, Daniel Jones, whatever the fuck your name is.
Yeah.
But fantasy implications on Monday. But Eagles look good. Buccaneers came back down to earth. I think that's basically what happened in that game. DeAndre Swift is legit. I think they're going to break him, giving him this many touches.
Yeah, you got to think he's coming soon.
I give it 2-3 more weeks, and he's going down. He can't handle this load consistently. But Jalen Hurts is, I don't know, a little shakier as a passer. Those 2 interceptions were kind of ridiculous. AJ Brown had a huge game. I was really happy to see that as an AJ Brown owner. Mm-hmm. Thank you. It's about goddamn time. Mike Evans keeps catching touchdowns.
Yeah, what's
kind of what he's done his whole career. He's probably going to reach 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns again with Baker.
Yeah,
but
I think that the story of this is Jalen Hurts seems to be on the downfall a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely not throwing the ball as well as he was last year. The whole offense doesn't seem to be clicking like it was last year.
No, and for a good reason. I mean, there's a lot of film on him. I mean, it's hard to replicate the season that they did have last year.
All off season to study this offense and find ways to pick them apart too. Yeah, so you expect it.
Yep. But the Eagles would win 25-11, and the Bengals would win 19-16 for their first win. I know Bengals fans are happy about that. Joey B, although he didn't have the best performance, at least he won a game.
They protected him. He really didn't have to move around a lot. Mm-hmm. They kept him upright, which I was surprised they played him, honestly. I thought they would sit him a week. Let's just rest him. Let's make sure he's okay. But they threw him out there and they got the win. Kyron Williams looked really disappointing. The Rams came back down to earth. That offense came falling back down to earth after 2 huge weeks. Against the defense, it's good, but not great. I wonder if I don't know. I wonder how much of it was early season magic. I wonder how this offense is going to look. I did just see today Cooper Kupp is expected back week 5. Shout out the ESPN league. I'm 3-0 without him. You're all fucked.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, that's going to be a scary offense though with Puka and Cooper.
Yep, and Tutu Atwell to stretch the field. That's going to be
and
that's going to be fun. Yep,
this could be a sleeper playoff team.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe
this defense is going to have to be better if they're going to be a playoff team. They've been okay, but they're inconsistent.
Yeah, well, anytime you got Aaron Donald on the team,
you got a shot.
You got a shot to disrupt some fucking thing. I mean, they've only given up. They give up 13 to the Seahawks, and then they give 30 to the Niners. Who doesn't give up 30 to the Niners?
It's this season. That's how it looks.
But yeah. So that's week 3 of the NFL season. That's the recap. We'll be back. What do you say Friday? We hit it hard, or I won't be able to do Friday.
Mikey comes in Saturday, so that's gonna be tough for me.
Shit.
Yeah.
What time's he coming Saturday?
I don't know when he lands, but I might have the kid all day before that.
Okay.
We'll powwow about this. Yeah, we'll powwow.
We'll work it out. With that being said, TBloom Nation, of course, as always, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Oh, Thursday night picks. Hold on. We got
Thursday night picks. There we go. This is actually a big one. Okay.
This is a good Thursday game. I'm excited for this.
Best Thursday night games so far.
For sure. A divisional matchup. Always good. Okay. I'm going to take the Packers at home. Aaron Jones and Christian Watson are expected back. If those guys are playing, I'm taking the Pack. Aaron Jones is special.
I'm taking the Pack too. I think the Packers at home they're at home, right? Yeah.
Yes, they are.
At home. On the grass field, prime time, Jordan Love. He's not going against as stingy of a defense as the Saints were. I think it might be a shootout. I'm hoping for a shootout, but I think the Packers take care of it. Jair Alexander will be back, I'm sure.
Yes.
And I just think they're just the Packers, man. They're the Packers in prime time, and until I see the Lions do it in prime time against them, then I'm going to go with the Packers.
Yeah, that's one of those things that's been proven true. And the talent on that Packers. I know it's a different team, but there's still some real good talent on that offense and defense.
Okay. All right, so we got the Thursday picks in. Thanks for watching TBloom and Ice, TBloom Nation out there, Sir Charles and Ice, Sir Charlaholics out there.
Whoop.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back. When we are back, you'll know. Trust me. Make sure to subscribe. Put updates when we do post. So when we do post, you can be right with us as soon.
You got to know. As notifications on, guys.
With that being said, TBloom.
We out.
Out.